Good evening. My name is Roderick Calloway. I'm a veteran, and 12 years ago, I'll speak on my experience with electromagnetic radiation. 12 years ago, I received a shock. Basically, I had chronic fatigue syndrome. At that time, the only medical attention I could get was from the VA. The VA told me that because I suffered from PTSD, it was probably all in my mind. Fortunately, I discovered naturopathic doctor, went to him, and he diagnosed me with basically adrenal fatigue. Subsequently, my recuperation allowed me to move around in and out of my house. But bear in mind, while I was in my house, I was constantly on the computer trying to find a way to answer the question of what was happening to my body. All of the symptoms that I was receiving, were they from chronic fatigue or were they from something else? I didn't know. I noticed that as I got better and I started to move in and out of my house, I felt better outside of my house than I did in my house. This subsequently led me to do an experiment because I've been reading and I realized that there were people who were suffering from electromagnetic radiation symptoms. So I decided to start experimenting. And before I'd go to sleep at night, bear in mind I only got 4 hours of sleep average, I started turning the Wi-Fi off. Sure enough, first night, I woke up 5.5 hours of sleep. I said, maybe I'm on to something here. And I started reading further and further. And not to get past my 3 minutes, but I was determined and have become aware that this radiation does affect our bodies. And if that's 4G, what's 5G going to do? Especially to people who are disabled, older, and already suffering from chronic diseases. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you for sharing your story with us.